Here you won't own Diet Pepsi, one small calorie. Now you see it, now you don't. That great Pepsi taste. Diet Pepsi won't go to your waist. So now you see it, now you know.
High school diploma? Jobs for Delaware graduates can provide you with Delaware's finest from the 1981 graduating class. Invest in your future. Call 302-856-9561.
Oh, it's just bits and pieces, Mr. Whitney, but, well, here it is. Let's see, plane crash, Europe, newspaper article, and, oh, yeah, check international wire service. Doesn't sound like much to me, sir. No, listen, I'm sorry, you know, it's the best the guy could do. I don't know, maybe I should have slipped him a 20, huh? Mr. Whitney, I was wondering if I might be able to take the rest of the evening off. That is, if there's nothing you want me to do anymore. That is. Hey, barkeep. Your best bourbon, if you please.
Coming right up.
Honey.
Hey, buddy, why don't you take...
Hey, no offense, huh? Hell, I got a night off. Hey, make it a double, huh?
Sure. Why not go all the way?
Yeah. All the way. Sky, where are you? Sky, where are you? Sky. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Hi, baby. What's the matter? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by new formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup, and by Spick and Span for floors that are the right clean.
Howdy! Another new floor?
Hi, Minnie. No, this tile's the color my floor is supposed to be.
Well, looks like dirt's got all scuffed in.
And dulled its true colors.
To show your floor's true colors, clean it with Spick and Span.
Spick and Span on my no-wax floor?
Works great. Ground-in dirt can dull your floor, hide its true colors. But nothing cleans better than Spick and Span. It cleans deep into crevices and lifts out scuffed-in dirt.
But is it safe for my floor?
Why, sure. No liquid cleaner's safer.
Great. Spick and Span will make my floor look new again.
Nothing can do that. But it will get it the truest color it can be.
That's a floor I fell in love with.
Told you. Spick and Span helps your floor show its true colors.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before, So that's what we did. All in the concentrated quarter cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little quarter cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said you look like you've just seen a ghost. It wouldn't surprise me. Geraldine said there are ghosts all over this house.
No, I wouldn't be surprised a bit. Where have you been, love?
I went out for a drink with a girlfriend.
Why didn't you invite Geraldine? I was told that she had been here.
Oh, yeah. I asked her if she wanted to come, but she said that she didn't want to.
You have a good visit? With your friend?
Oh, yeah. We had a lot to talk about. We haven't seen each other in years.
So you had quite a bit to catch up on, eh?
Yeah.
And things like your favorite fudge recipe and the latest embroidery stitches, things like that?
No. We talked about the men in our lives.
Oh, is that what took you so long?
Yeah. But it was nice, you know. I haven't talked to her for a long time.
And who's the man in her life?
Her husband. Just like my husband is the man in my life.
And what did you tell her about the man in your life?
I told her all about you. Told her about the wedding, and I told her about the honeymoon, and about how wonderful you are.
I don't know if I like the idea of you talking about me to other people. I don't know if I like the idea of other people knowing my business.
We didn't talk about your business. I told her how wonderful and generous and attractive you are. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and get dressed.
Oh, by the way, you didn't tell me who this friend of yours was.
Oh, you don't know her. Her name is Sally Christopher. Excuse me, sir, Mr. Whitney.
What is it, Chrissy? Speak up, Chrissy.
I was just wondering when you'd like to have dinner served. Served, sir.
Why don't you ask the lady of the house? Maybe she'll give you an honest answer.
Honest answer? Yes, sir.
What do you mean, terrible problem? It sounds so ominous.
Well, maybe it's not terrible. Maybe I'm just exaggerating a little. But see, there is some information that I need to find, and I thought that maybe your experience as a newspaper woman, you could possibly help me.
Oh, I see. Oh, all right. I'll be glad to help if I can.
Well, about 3 or 4 years ago, my husband was in a plane crash, and he doesn't like to talk about it. But I'm very curious about some of the details, and I thought perhaps you could help me get some information.
Oh, not a plane crash. Well, first of all, I don't think that the Monticello News carried it. Otherwise, I would have remembered it. But I'll check anyway. Usually, with that kind of thing, we keep cross-references regarding names and situations, dates. Maybe it was carried by an international wire service? If it was, I have some connections, and I can ask them. I'm sure they'll research it for me.
Oh, would you do that for me?
Sure. Yeah.
Could you do it now?
Well, yeah, I guess. Sure, okay. Would you order an iced tea for me? I'll call the paper.
Okay, thank you. I would like another one of these and, some iced tea, please.
Wonderful little...
Not little girl.
No. Little grown-up person.
I think you're wonderful, too.
You think that only because I tell you so often. Jody, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be saying these things to you.
Oh, Lord, don't tell me you're going to go mid-Victorian on me.
Oh, no, I'm not.
The next thing I know, you'll be spreading a cloak over a mud puddle and helping me step across.
No, that's Elizabethan.
Whatever. You certainly are playing the young hero, aren't you?
Yeah. My strength is as the strength of 10 because my heart is pure.
Glad to hear it. Gavin, you know, there's nothing wrong with being truthful and telling each other how we feel, is there?
No, there's nothing wrong in that.
Well, then why are you being so detached, so objective all of a sudden?
Because of something that suddenly struck me.
What?
What about your relationship with Kelly?
What about it?
Well, he's going to be upset, isn't he?
Gavin, it's very sweet of you, very generous to think of Kelly right now. I mean it. But you have eyes. Can't you see what's happening between Kelly and me? There's been a change. And it started when I accepted the job with the Whitney Dance Company. He's never been enthusiastic about my dance career.
But that doesn't make it right until you break up. Look, Jody, you've been my student. You've been one of my dancers a long time, and I've tried to think of you in that way only.
Well, I've always thought of you as my teacher, my director only. Especially since I knew there was somebody else, Martine. But we both feel differently now. We're certainly not going to retreat, are we?
I sure don't want to, little grown-up person. I sure don't want to. We make a fine pair, don't we?
I think we do make a fine pair. We think alike, we have common interests, and we share the same feelings.
Do you really mean that?
Let me show you what I mean.
Even with minor summer itching miseries, the more you scratch, the more you risk infection. Yes, the more you scratch, the more you risk infection, and the more you need Caldicort. Caldicort with hydrocortisone, because short of a prescription, nothing is more effective at helping to keep you from scratching your itch to infection. Nothing is more effective than Caldicort. And now, new Caldicort aerosol with hydrocortisone lets you medicate without touching your rash.
It's time for a good breakfast, Mr. Jones. What'll it be? Life cereal? What's cinnamon life cereal? Mommy says they're both good for you. Good for me? I don't want to be the patient. Here we are, Mr. Jones. Cinnamon life. You like it? He likes it.
Life cereal and Cinnamon Life. Nutritious you know, delicious they know.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the patient.
Gavin, I'm going to admit something.
Oh, good.
I think I've always been a little bit in love with you, ever since I first walked into the studio.
Oh, yeah? I like hearing that.
I've also been intimidated by you, though.
Oh, hell, just as things were getting good. But why would you be, or anybody for that matter, be intimidated by me? I'm as sweet as a little old lamb.
Uh-huh. You know, it's surprising. It's not your yelling or your screaming or stomping around the studio. It's that you're distant. That's it. You're really rather distant.
Yeah, I know I do that.
Why? I mean, why when you have so much to give, so much to offer?
Well, I've always been that way with people, Jody. It's the same old story, I guess. You don't get too close, and then you don't get hurt.
Kevin, we all get hurt sometime or another. It's part of growing up. It's part of being a human being.
How old did you say you were?
18.
No, you're 80, and very much wiser. You know, right now, nothing in my past means anything to me. It's all been erased as of this moment with you. And I know that now I can say it.
You can say what?
Jody Travis, I love you.
Well, I'm not afraid to say it either. Gavin Wiley, I love you. Now I have to go home.
Oh, home. No, you can't go home. We just got to the good part.
Seriously, I have to change and I have to go. I mean, I have to think all of this over. I love you.
Nicole, we've been faithfully watching the 6 o'clock evening news, and you know something? You're as good as ever, if not better.
Oh, no. My car, that's out and out flattery.
Yeah, but it's from the heart.
I know, and that's what makes it so special. Thank you.
Oh, Nicole, have you heard any more about how Dr. Bryson is?
Well, there's very little change in his condition, apparently. He's still on the critical list.
You know, he's been in so much trouble and through so much trouble recently. Maybe he doesn't even want to get well. Maybe that his emotional state is adding to his illness.
Well, I hope that isn't true. I'm sorry if it is.
Nancy, you know, sometimes you amaze me. How can you talk like that after what you've been through? He was one of the gang who held you prisoner at the Rexford Clinic. I know he wasn't the ringleader, but he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but Miles, I seem to have that situation in perspective now.
So much so, Miles, that she's even befriended his daughter, Valerie.
And you're a part of that. Don't deny it.
And why not? She's a lovely girl.
Yes, she is. She really is. Even Kelly has noticed that, too.
Oh.
Yes, oh. He has a date with her tonight.
How about a bath, Tiger?
Wait, it's too hot.
Well, it feels just right to me.
It won't to Davy. To a baby, just right means special care. Even his clothes have to be just right. So I wash them in this for that ivory snow softness. I think it's just right.
Ivory Snow starts with pure soap. That's what gives baby's clothes that ivory snow softness.
It's soft.
Just right.
Ivory Snow, just right for baby's clothes.
Hey, Millie left a different coffee. High Point? Yeah, she wrote a note.
What? Frank, you don't need a lot of caffeine, so I'm decaffeinating you.
Decaffeinating me? What about my flavor?
Yeah.
High Point has a hearty flavor you'll love.
This is hearty. Good coffee. Millie, I'm decaffeinated.
So are we.
Decaffeinate the ones you love with the hearty, robust flavor of High Point coffee.
Well, honey, you're not going to make my safeguard any smaller, are you?
Who, me?
Look, this soap has nice lather.
No soap top. Safeguard's rich lather.
This little number has a nice scent.
But I love Safeguard's clean, fresh scent.
Well, here's some dandy deodorant soap protection.
Come on, you can't beat Safeguard for deodorant soap protection.
Lather, protection, great scent. My Safeguard's getting smaller.
For the combination of lather and protection, fresh-smelling Safeguard's the smallest soap in the house.
I just feel that Valerie Bryson needs as much help and support as she can get right now. She she's very distressed about her father's illness. He still refuses to see her. She has a new job. She's in new surroundings.
Yes, well, she sounds like such a lovely girl, and from all the troubles you've described, there's no wonder you feel sympathy.
Look, this is all very well. I just hope Jody can handle it all right. After all, she was going with Kelly. I don't want this to be the straw that finally breaks the back of an already uptight young girl.
Yes, she is carrying an awful lot of anxiety around with her with the opening next month, and she's already decided that she's going to be a failure.
This whole experience with Sky Whitney has done her more harm than good, and I am sorry that I ever encouraged her to take the job. I don't like any of it now.
Well,
Nah, I'll get
oh,
that.
thank you. Miles, I hadn't heard you express yourself like that before.
Yes. Is this the car house?
Yes, it is.
This is for Mrs. Carr.
Oh,
sign
okay.
here, please.
Sure, but I should just too much, and I think it comes from the top.
Just a second. Here you go.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sure.
Good night.
Good night.
I don't think that's good for a girl of her age. No matter how much talent she has.
Nancy, for you, from the Monticello News.
Oh, yes, I was expecting this.
Miles, may I get you a refill?
Certainly.
Gunther, you scared me. What do you want?
Well, I'm sorry. Would you like the lift, Miss Travis?
No, I wouldn't like a lift. I'll take the
Well,
bus.
Mr. Whitney's car is here, Miss Travis, and Mr. Whitney would like me to drive you home because it's getting dark and it's certainly much safer.
Well, yeah, I guess it'll be all right if Mr. Whitney says so.
All the way.
The maid wants to know what time you want dinner served.
I don't know. Tell her whenever she gets it done.
My dear wife, this is your household now. You're going to have to learn how to run it. We tell the servants don't tell us.
All right. Let's go out to dinner.
Raven, we can't go out to dinner every single night. Now, dinner has already been prepared downstairs. Why don't you go downstairs and talk to Chrissy and tell her what time you want it and what you want done?
All right, but not till I finish getting ready.
Yes, Mrs. Carr, she's here. Just a moment, please. Raven, it's Nancy Carr for you.
All right, I'll be right there.
I'm going to go downstairs and have a drink before dinner, I think.
Hi, Nancy. Did you get the information? Wonderful. Look, I really appreciate all the trouble that you went through to do this. If you could hold on for just a second, I'd like to hear it.
Introducing a new Ruffles potato chip. A Ruffles potato chip that sizzles. New bacon and sour cream flavor Ruffles brand potato chips. Same great Ruffles brand potato flavor and crunch, but now with the sizzling delicious taste of real bacon and the flavor of sour cream.
But these are the Ruffles that sizzle.
Delicious new bacon and sour cream flavor Ruffles.
Chip.
I'm getting better with Bactine, 'cause Bactine got better for me. I'm getting better with Bactine, 'cause my sunburn's not hurting me.
Now Bactine has a pain-relieving anesthetic that foams on without stinging to help relieve the pain of sunburn, cuts, and scrapes.
I'm getting better with Bactine. Typewriter for me.
Tonight at 7:30, Gloria poses a riddle which instigates an argument about women's lib and All in the Family. Then at 8, Lee Marvin, Angie Dickinson, and Ronald Reagan star in the suspense drama The Killers.
How did you get the information so fast?
Oh, well, it wasn't very complex. Listen, Raven, I'll send you these if you'd like. But first, let me give you a brief idea here. This one is Dateline Zurich, Switzerland, almost 3 years ago. Rescuers finally reached the remnants of a light private aircraft late yesterday afternoon, 12 kilometers from the village of Sondermann in the Levantine Alps. The aircraft was owned and piloted by Schuyler Whitney, international playboy and heir to the Samuel Whitney fortune. The flight plan was filed for passage between Bern and a ski resort in the southern Levantines and listed a passenger, Jefferson Brown, known to be a personal friend of the pilot's. A rescue party, which reached the site of the crash, reported the plane apparently had slid into a mountain crevasse upon impact, and only a few remnants of the plane have been found. Identification was made through serial numbers found on a piece of the tail section. There were no known survivors. That's the end of that.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, now here's another a brief item, just a follow-up about 2 months later. This one is also datelined Zurich. A Schuyler Whitney International Society figure has been released from the hospital after spending many weeks in a coma. Mr. Whitney was found in a mountain lodge near the village of Sondermann after the plane crash that took the life of his friend and co-pilot Jefferson Brown. Mr. Whitney plans to resume his business activities in Zurich and other international capitals in the near future.
Tap, tap, cola, what a beautiful drink. Tap, tap, cola, for beautiful people. Tap, tap, cola, you're beautiful to me. Real cola tastes just 1 calorie. Tap, tap, cola, what a beautiful drink. Tap, tap, cola, for beautiful people. Tap, tap, cola, it's beautiful to be so good and sugar-free. Tap.
Mr. Wells, I'll take this Corday cream. Marge, is your skin irritated too? We've been using new Lanacort. Lanacort? Hydrocortisone. It really works.
They're equally effective for eczema, rashes from dermatitis, and other minor skin irritations. And you can get both without a prescription. The big difference is Lanacort costs less.
Yeah, a lot less. I'm switching to Lanacort.
New.
Death.
Passion wears a mask of terror in the strangest of all games, for to lose is to die.
Want to play games with us? You're just going to have to learn how to take it, huh?
Now this, Mr. Montgomery, has been what I call a real game.
James Caan, Catherine Ross, and Simone Signoret star in Games, tonight's movie at 8 on Channel 48.
This morning at 11, Jack falls for a lady with an overprotective big brother on Three's Company.